Alright, hello everybody. We're back in Might and Magic 6. I may also fiddle around with the audio a little bit. I've noticed that the audio is the in-game audio is pretty low compared to my voice. I generally want that, but I think it may have been even lower than I would have preferred. So actually, I think we're just gonna test some stuff here quick. I just want to kind of see how loud it is. Okay, maybe we do go with that. Okay. Alrighty, so I think last time I finished a bunch of quests, which means I have no idea what I'm actually supposed to be doing next. Not that it specifically matters, but hold on, let's look at my skills here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring up my stream manager, so let me do that real quick. Sometimes OBS isn't good at telling me when there's an issue. And Stream Manager seems to be a little bit better at that. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Okay, I really need to like warm up my voice before I start streaming. All right. Let me see. Okay, what are my do I have any like very specific quests that I want to do? Okay, I think the area that I was last fully exploring was Freehaven. So I think we go back there and continue there. And there is a what we do every time we like rest is we've set some teleport spots at some very important fountains. So this fountain gives you temporarily plus 30 levels. But because we can set a teleport spot here, we can kind of come back to here every day and just redo it. And then this is a secret dungeon, which we set a teleport in, and this casts a very high level Day of the Gods spell on us, which buffs our stats like crazy. Okay. And then once we do that, because of all the buffs, we have percentage-wise, we have a lot less health and mana. So we teleport to New Sorpogle, which is the starting city. And we can heal up for real cheap at the temple. And then we're like ready to go for the day. Okay, yeah, so I wanted to check my skills and see if anybody's like close to getting something important. It doesn't look like it. It looks like It looks like I would probably go body magic master for him next. At some point I may get him identify item, so that I can replace the, I have a hireling who does, unlimited identify item. Okay. Let's see, what's she working on? Okay, she must be working on, leather mastery, which I think takes level 10. Okay, he's already got leather mastery, so yeah, that's why she's working on it. What would she be working on next, though? She has some skill points to set, but she's not actually working towards anything yet. So a couple things that there would be potentially useful. So she's our fly caster and our hour of power caster, and increasing either air or light, even though they're already master, makes those either better or last longer or something. I could also start working towards, she hasn't used it because she wants to put the next one in leather. I'm glad I thought about that for a second. Okay, it looks like she's working towards Mace Master, which I assume takes level 8, because that seems to be like the general amount that a weapon skill takes. There are some exceptions, but yeah. For this sorcerer, I don't know. He's the one who's casting all my water stuff. She's been doing our dark magic. Maybe I guess I could start working towards Earth Mastery. That could come in handy for like some stone to flesh stuff a bit later in the game. Yeah, I actually think that that makes sense. Okay. I was gonna say, let me look up how much what it actually takes to get Earth Master, but it certainly takes more than 2, so. Okay, so now that we are, now that we're fully buffed up, we can go back to what we were doing with quests. And I think we were, so we've done New Sarpagol, we've done Mist. Iron Sand is like right here, which we've done. We've kind of explored Mire of the Damned. There's one dungeon we haven't gone in yet, but we will go in there later. I don't think we've done Silver Cove, but yeah, we were doing Freehaven. So maybe Freehaven, we've done Bootleg Bay. Maybe Freehaven and then Whitecap and Silver Cove, or Freehaven, Silver Cove, Whitecap. Something like that. Okay. And then I don't really immediately know off the top of my head where the dungeons are around here. Okay, it actually looks like we've got a few things to sell, which I should probably do first. And she's got some horseshoes for people to use, but I'm holding on to those until like I'm like about to hit a new level or something. Okay. I could check to see if I feel like my helmets are kind of weak. Although I'm also been saving money. We've been like strapped for cash the entire game. We're not right now, but we will be very quickly if I buy any more spells. Now, oops. Okay, hold on. I wanted to go sell some stuff real quick if I could. Fortunately, this place probably isn't going to open for another hour or so. Oh, no, it's open. Sure there isn't something there I want to hold on to. Those are kind of nice boots. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of wondering if it's worthwhile, buying some equipment, which is clear, like, upgrades of anything I have. Like, do I have any boots which are doing cold resistance? Because that would just be a straight upgrade. And I actually do.
See anything you like?
Not that, but actually those are so expensive. I think I'm just gonna hold off on those. Okay. So because we're not gonna buy anything, so one thing which I thought I considered doing was like going through these items. Actually, I have something I can enchant real quick while I'm thinking about it. I thought about going through these items and off stream and putting them on whoever it was necessary for, but I forgot to do that. Okay, let's see here. Fire resistance +6. Does anyone have, something which is fire resistance less than 6? Probably not at this point in time. Now I could check if fire resistance was like lower than something else. Like in this case, her cold resistance is much higher, so she's got like something here which is doing cold resistance. Can make an argument to dropping that. Also, like, I could consider, dropping this might thing. So this is interesting because like 50 is a might breakpoint, but with the Day of the Gods on, it's not. But it can be dispelled later in the game, so I like having kind of those breakpoints. But cold resistance is probably more important anyway. Or yeah, cold resistance is more important than might, probably even with the breakpoint. But we were talking about this fire resistance regardless. Not that it really matters. The other thing is so like if she had like an electricity resistance ring or something, she has much higher electricity resistance than the other thing. So the other thing is you can actually get rings which are enchanted with 10 to all resistances, is very strong. So like anything which is less with that isn't nearly as impressive. You may have noticed that my characters seemed like they were randomly getting hurt. I've mentioned this before, but there are towers around the game that shoot fireballs at you if you're flying. There is a way to turn them off. It's part of a quest to is so you can actually see it there. It's part of a quest to do the archer upgrade. We don't have any archers, but we can still do the upgrade quest. We haven't started doing that one just yet. So I'm kind of just for now just kind of exploring this outside area. So this is, I don't know if this is the shrine or a dungeon. Okay, it actually is a dungeon. Now who has fire magic mastery? It's you, so she's the one who should cast Torchlight.
This place is a bit eerie.
A bunch of cobras. Actually, what is this called? Temple of the Moon. I don't think I actually have a quest to do Temple of the Moon yet. If I recall correctly, this might be the Druid quest. In which case, if that's true, I may have to come in here on a certain day. I don't remember. Oh, but speaking of certain days, that also makes me remember every month I can go get buffed up by a shrine, and I don't remember if I've done the this month's shrine. So let me look that up real quick. So January is Might, and that is Bootleg Bay. Yeah, I feel like this is the I do feel like this is the Druid quest, but maybe not. Okay, I'm actually gonna do a couple things here. That's a weird graphical glitch I was getting right there. Okay. Let me go ahead and kill these things. Okay, I think these guys can, I don't remember if it's which level of character, but one of those druids can, I think, zap your mana. I don't think I can enchant that. I can definitely enchant that though. If I could get a belt which does like +10 to all spell resistances, that'd be big. Okay, I generally think generate hit points over time is not really good. But on the other hand, this is not getting hurt any breakpoints. So maybe we try that, just see. I could actually get him to a speed breakpoint instead of a personality breakpoint, which is what he's at right now. Quickly, we must... Okay. So I'm doing this, and I don't know. It's possible I've already done this, and I'm just like not remembering. But I'm gonna go check and see if I've done the January shrine. So for each shrine, you have to go talk to this guy and like get him to talk about it. And then once you actually go to the shrine, you'll get the buff. I don't remember which island it's on here. It also looks like all the enemies repopulated. Oh, I thought that was it actually. Didn't know that's a dungeon or temple or something. Should we check every island? I think that might be it. Okay, yeah. I am glad I did that, because it turns out we had not actually done that. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do was I'm going to go to Silver Cove and talk to the lady here because I think she is the dungeon lady. Okay, so I need to be a little bit careful around these guys. There's one of these things which can only be hurt by magic. Now we do a little bit of magic damage with our arrows, but not a lot. So you'll see, you may notice down at the, it's not saying did X amount of damage, because it doesn't count the, just the arrows. Now they do seem like they are, does seem like they don't have a ton of health. So I think I can probably just get them with, well, say that then. This one's taking forever to die. Okay. Two damage? Well, it's like nothing. You can see the fireballs coming to get us. Okay. The other thing is, I think they can paralyze you or maybe even like stone you. I'm not sure. And I'm also not sure like which kind does which type of effect. This guy's gonna be almost dead, right? Yeah. Okay. All the others should die very quickly. Yeah, we got a weak here. So you always get weak when haste runs off. And haste is the, I do a type of buff which does a whole bunch of buffs at once. And haste is always the one that wears off first because it doesn't last very long. Which means I'm constantly casting Fear Weakness on myself. I think I can recast it before haste runs out, or just recast haste by itself to kind of help with that, but I often never forget, or I often forget or don't remember to do that. Okay. This is another ruler. And I wanted to come here because I think she might give the quest to that dungeon that we were just in, so great druids. Although it may be hard to believe, I happen to be one of the top druids of the land. As such, I am empowered to promote druids to great and archdruid status, provided they prove themselves worthy. To be promoted to great druid status, you must perform the ceremony of the sun. Pray at the center of the circle of stone during the equinox or solstice. March, June, September, December. Okay, we're gonna have to wait until March. If you are there at that time, I will contact you magically and lead you through the ceremony, thus promoting you to Great Druid. Those among you who are not druids will be granted honorary druid status, and I'm sure the experience will be worthwhile. Okay, maybe the next quest she gives is the one at that temple. The money. I happen to know that you're amongst the short list of adventurers looking to receive favor from the High Council. What you want it for, I don't know, nor do I care. I'll be blunt. I love money, and I want more, much more. I have a plan to fix the price of shipping in my favor for a time, and I need competent agents to carry it out. Perform this task well, and I will give you my support. Not to mention a lot of money. Here's the plan. Each of the 9 shipping companies in the kingdom must be convinced to charge at least 48 gold per round per mile of material they transport. They are all in competition, and they know it, so none will want to make a move before the others. I don't care how you convince them, just get the job done and report back to me. Okay, so I assume that is boats. No. Is it stables then? I wasn't sure if there were stables here, but yeah, there are actually. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna go to necessarily every single one. But I am going to try and do like you know, think of this like a 4x4 or 5x5 grid or something. And try and go to the places that I've already been and make sure that they're fixed. Also, how many did she say there were? 9? So I did 1. That's 2. I can recall to Iron Fist. This one's going to be downstairs.
Need a ride?
This is 3. I wonder if I have a Lloyd's Beacon left in Mire of the Damned, because if I do, then that would actually be one to go to next. No, I don't, unfortunately. Okay, I will have to go there later. Okay, let's do Blackshire while I'm thinking about it. I think that's 4. And then there's actually 2 in Freehaven. And I assume I'm supposed to do both.
Need a ride?
Oh, I can actually go to Mire of the Damned from here. I did not know that. Also, I've lost track of how many that is. Is that 5?
Need a ride?
This is 6. Actually, if I only have 3 left, maybe I should try and do that now. I'm actually kind of curious where the other ones are. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There will be 7 here. And then are there 2 here or only 1? There's only 1 here. Then I'm like missing 1. And I'm curious if it's Paradise Sands, but I don't know. So I'm looking for a for stables. So there's 1. And then like there could be 1 here. Or I wonder what's down here. Maybe there's something down there. I feel like I would have known. I would have remembered if there was a place down there. Actually, yeah, I was about to say that kind of looked like a stables, but no. All right, we're gonna check here just in case. I could also check Kriegspire. Maybe there's 1 there. Actually, you know what? I'm betting it is actually Kriegspire. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take a break in just a second. Even though we've only just started. Okay, let me go do that before I wait too long. I'll be right back. All right, sorry for the long break. I ended up grabbing some food as well. Okay, I was looking for other stables, but I think they're probably not here. Let's actually let's check to make sure. Yeah, okay. So I know where 1 is, but I have to travel to get there. I could actually check Paradise Valley. But let's check here first.
Need a ride?
Okay, so I think I'm almost done with that, actually. Let me check. So if I got them all, then the next place I go
Hitch up the horses.
should be the last one. So if I got all of them, that should finish this quest.
Hold! The Lady Loretta Fleece.
Okay, I did. Great. Oh, and 25,000 gold.
Chancellor of the Treasury.
Very nice. Okay, so I'm looking for, I need to wait till, March, and I forget the actual, actual dates, but we will, doesn't matter that much. Okay. So, since we traveled, we need to redo our buffs here. Can actually, set some new beacons while we're here, just to, refresh. Even though they, they weren't going to expire 70 more days, so we had quite a ways to go. Or that was actually a potential thing we needed to worry about. Okay. So, okay, so we're gonna go back to Free Haven, but I think we're going to avoid the dungeon that we were just in, this one, and look for a different one, because we don't have the quest to go in that one just yet. That is the shrine, presumably. Yeah, we've already been here. Okay. So we actually killed some of these guys earlier. Just wandering around trying to get things like the shrine. I really need to stop dying to that, or not dying, but stop getting hit by that silly fireball casting tower. Maybe we actually do the archer quest relatively soon here. Yeah, none of that's better than what I'm already wearing. Okay, we are gonna try and fully clear this outside area. I wonder if I should like do the outside area first and then go in the dungeons, or just do the dungeons kind of along the way here. Okay, I think I'm probably tempted to do the dungeons along the way. Okay. See I wonder if that's the obelisk that I see down there. I'm also noting that I don't remember how many obelisks I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is probably New Sorpagal, Iron Fist, Mire of the Damned, Bootleg Bay, and Mist, presumably. So I haven't done this one, and that is here. Okay, so got another one of those. So one thing which is kind of interesting is you can especially with fly, you can kind of you can actually technically like dodge any ranged attack just by like flying up and down, because you can fly up and down in turn-based mode. So you can technically avoid being like hit by any ranged attack if you can fly. You can only fly outdoors, but this is more relevant when you're fighting things like you know, dragons, which you really don't want to be hit by at all, than you know, these magicians. But yeah, still worthwhile doing. It's a couple chests here. One of sparks. One of flame. I was wondering if I should like you know, consider earlier in the game we were saving some wands because there are certain enemies which can only be hurt by magic. But I think now we can cast enough magic and also we also have elemental damage on all of our weapons. It's less important. No, I'm realizing that just a couple of minutes ago I was saying you know, I'd go in dungeons as I found them rather than clearing the whole outside area first and then going for the dungeons, and now realize I'm doing the exact opposite of that. But that's fine. Looks like there's only a couple guys left over here. We will these guys. Okay, just a random reagent. One thing that that you may notice is when you're in dungeons, now my level of wizard eye is high enough that I can see like a light blue outline for a lot of chests and secrets and stuff. That does not show up outdoors, so you'll notice like I don't get any blue outline on the map for these chests here. It's debatable if like spending the time to like open up the inventory and like clear out to low cost stuff is actually like worth the effort, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be worse than what I have. Yeah, it's straight. Oh yeah, 10 to all resistances, very nice. Okay. If I had the ability to if I had identify master, I could drop one of the people with me and either get some more what was I saying? Get someone who gives more experience, or also I just realized I can level up again. Maybe I should wait a little bit to level up so I can do multiple levels at once. Oh, what? Okay. I heard that fireball and it scared me. It must be you can actually see it happening on the map up there in the top right. But it's a trap going off. Okay, let's oops. Cure weakness, and then we'll go up these elevators. I do believe I have a quest to do something here. Yeah, retrieve Etheric Skull from his tomb west of Freehaven for Gabriel Carmen in Freehaven. Okay. I was wondering if these doors may not like open or something, but they seem to. I'm also curious if like which hastes last longer. So the length of spells like haste and things like that is based on like your skill level. So I have Fire Magic Master 12 here. And the spell that casts a bunch of buffs all at once, Hour of Power, is a light spell, and my light is only level 4. Oh. Curious if that did anything other than just disease me. Is that like okay. I'm actually a little curious about that. Okay, I was wondering if perhaps I would like take your reputation hit for grave robbing or something. It's curious that that affects a random person and not necessarily the person that I click on it with. Presumably there are liches in this dungeon. I don't know if there are ghosts. We don't really need to load when we get affected by that. It's just kind of, it's a bit more convenient than casting Cure Disease, although maybe I should just cast Cure Disease and not save scum quite as much. Okay, a button, which we have no idea what it does. Okay. Oh, I see that door over there is open, so that must have been locked to start off with. And I just happened to pick the right door to start on. I have no like specific memory of this dungeon layouts. I have a memory of this dungeon existing, but like the order that you have to do the doors in or anything like that, I don't have any idea about that. Here it is. Okay. So what I was saying earlier about making haste last longer. So she is a haste level 12 master, which is duration 1 hour plus 3 minutes per skill point. But she also has Hour of Power, which is all spells cast at 4 times the skill. Now her skill is only 4, but 4 times 4 is 16, so theoretically the level 4 light magic is actually better than the level 12 fire magic when it comes to casting haste. It is. And I think, unless like I end up like struggling with skill points or something, which is a possibility, because I have so many magicians who make use of stuff. Magicians use just use more skill points than non-magicians. Unless I end up struggling with that, I'm probably gonna want to put additional skill points in light magic, so I can just so that my hour of power lasts longer. So you may have noticed there that I was down to like 3 minutes on the haste. I was wondering if there were gonna be the enemies in here, but it doesn't look like it. But there are these fireballs. Now, we should be hopefully resistant enough that these don't hurt us too much if they hit us. But yeah, we shouldn't oh crap, my shoot. Okay, I just got aged. I was about to say we shouldn't just, like sit in the fireballs for no reason, but just getting hit once or twice probably isn't that big of a deal. I was also saying that I didn't know if there were ghosts in this dungeon or not. There are. There was a very similarly looking dungeon earlier in the game which had ghosts in it. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, and the other one I'm thinking of had one lich at the end of it. I think there must be a lich in this one as well, but it's also possible I'm wrong about that. Okay, we've got an ad coming up in about 4 minutes, and despite my long break earlier, I am actually gonna take that ad break. Okay, I do actually just unlocked a memory, and I'm sure there are. Well, I was about to say I'm sure there are liches in here, but no, I'm not seeing them. Now I'm sure there is a room which looks like that has liches in them. I'm just not sure if this is necessarily one of them. I wanted to check and make sure nobody got like aged. Okay, yeah, maybe the liches are further down. I'm also tempted, I bet like this is more towards like the quote-unquote end of the dungeon than this offshoot. But we're still gonna go around in this general clockwise scenario. That's probably worse than what I have on. Electric resistance 10. Yeah, but more armor. Okay. Then I picked up one thing which I can enchant. So is this where the okay, door does not budge. Interesting. So presumably there will be a button somewhere which opens that. Okay, that was a lich, by the way, that we just heard. Here's a button, by the way. Now, I don't necessarily remember what all the abilities of liches are. I don't remember if one is draining spells. You can kind of for spellcasters a lot of the times you get behind a wall like this, you can kind of avoid their spells. If they do an area of effect like a fireball or something that doesn't work, or they do something like Dispel, which is also area of effect or just directly targets your party. That doesn't help, but it's like a projectile. You can sometimes avoid it like that. Okay, the ad's going to start here in just a second. I actually need to go ahead and start the break.